Hello. I'm glad you're back. We're still here. Anyway, still in thanking God for his perfect provision and coming back to the provision I mentioned before, the scriptural example and teaching and gift of lament. Lament is a God-honoring way to do real hardships with God in life, to get us unsuperficial with God and to, by faith, discover and enter into the peace that his rule in our lives has for us. Lament is totally and distinctively biblical. It's something that only people of faith can do, and it's kind of a lost practice in our Christian culture today. I'm indebted to an author and a pastor named Mark Vrogop for his book, Dark Clouds, Deep Mercy, and it's on this subject. Pastor Mark identifies 4 aspects of biblical lament, and between now and Easter Sunday, I'd like to look at them with you. The first is going to seem simplistic. It's going to sound like, no kidding, duh. But the first is turn to God. What it really means, and what this really means, is keep turning to God, even though, in spite of, despite the fact that you've felt ignored, you've prayed for years maybe on this subject, on this burden, or maybe you've just felt like God abandoned you. Psalm 10:1 is an example. Why, O Lord, do you stand far off? Why do you hide yourself in times of trouble? Psalm 22:1, quoted in part by Jesus on the cross. My God, why have you forsaken me? And it continues, why are you so far from saving me, so far from the words of my groaning? Oh my God, I cry out by day, but you do not answer, by night, and am not silent. Sometimes we hear people say, or maybe we hear our own selves think, well, I don't want to question God. It's not right to question God. Well, it seems it depends on how we question God. If we're disrespectful, yes, but if we're sincere and honest. Psalm 42:9 says, I say to God, my rock, why have you forgotten me? Why must I go about mourning, oppressed by the enemy? That's a prayer I can identify with often, and I know some of you can too. Turning to God is not simplistic when it involves facing the feelings of being abandoned by him right where we felt like we needed him the most, right where he could have done so much good, but didn't. It's also not simplistic to turn to God with where you've seen evil just go on and on and on, where you've seen deceit, hypocrisy, great evil, corruption, and it goes on. God says he hates injustice and evil, but he's not stopping it. And those doing it just keep getting away with it, and we see it. Psalm 94:3 says, how long will the wicked, O Lord, how long will the wicked be jubilant? Some translations say exalt. How long will the wicked exalt? They're cocky about it. They're so just proud of what they're getting away with. And it's not simplistic to turn to God if you've prayed hard for a child, been trying to have children in your marriage, and you want to raise disciples to the Lord, and you've tried and tried, and you've tried this and you've tried that, and it's still not happening. And you feel like, God, you could do this, but you're not. Whatever area that is, it's not simplistic. Biblical lament is distinctly Christian. It takes faith. It turns to God because he's still God. And you're saying, you're still my God, and you're the one I'm turning to. Between now and this Easter, I hope you'll join me in going there. And if we will, I know this can be a milestone this Easter when we look back with some of these big issues. God bless and keep you.